Come spend a typical shift with me driving a taxi in Mount Gambier.
Literally a second after filming that, I got a call, so let's go pick up our first fare for the day. Okay, so we've just done a couple of jobs, and as taxi drivers we record each trip. So here we just write the start time, the pickup location, the drop-off destination, what time that trip ended, whether they paid with cash or card, and what the fare was. And how we know the fare is once the customers get in and we've decided on the destination, we hit the button here. It automatically starts the fare at the set tariff, and as we're driving it goes up. And at night time it's a different rate, so there's only two rates, the daytime rate and the nighttime rate. Once we get there, we stop that and we can either send the money to the FPOS machine, which is just here, or we can take the cash payment. And for me, I've got a little Ziploc bag with some change in it. Not a lot, there's a fuel card in there. If you've ever wondered how they turn that little light on that sits on the top of the taxi, if I press and hold this, that turns the light on, and you'll see in the video that I'll play over this and include a couple of photos, that's how the light turns on. That means that if you see us driving around with our light on, you can wave us down. As soon as you press this button, it automatically turns the light off because it knows that you are no longer available. Okay, so it's after 10 o'clock at night. I've decided to turn the taxi off and finish work. I've printed out my end of shift log and I've done my paperwork, and I'll upload screenshots here of what I earned today and what that equates to as a dollars per hour pay. And the next time you ask your taxi driver for a discount, remember this.
And even when you do a 12-hour shift like I did here on Christmas Eve, you can make a little bit more money, but it still doesn't work out to be great when you divide it by 12, because we don't get paid an hourly rate, we just get paid a commission off the fares. But as you can see, most taxi drivers probably aren't in it for the money. As you can see, there isn't a lot in it. However, there is great pride in getting people home safely, taking people to their appointments on time, or even picking up people whose cars have broken down. This video is in no way intended to shame the company that I work for. I love the company. I really like the people that I work with. The bosses are great. They're extremely flexible. They let me work the taxi around my campaign. And it's this type of flexibility and close teamwork that makes driving taxis with this company an enjoyable workplace for me. I've worked for bigger organizations that have organizational structures and they are toxic workplaces. This little company just works. And if people choose not to pay, we do have cameras in the vehicle that make sure that we are safe and they are recording at all times. Also, we know where we picked you up from and where we dropped you off at, so it's very easy for you to be blacklisted even if we don't know your name. And one of my favorite things to say to people, especially when I drop them off home at night after they've been out partying on the weekend, is get inside, turn the air fryer on, chuck those cold nuggets in there, get the leftover pizza out of the fridge. You are going to have a good time now because you're home safe. That's the most important thing. You're going to sleep in your own bed tonight. And we've all been in that position when you've wanted to leave the party or you've wanted to leave the club and just get home. We all have these things in common, and it's so fun to be a part of that to help people out.